Hey, what up, everybody? This is Steve the Breach coming to you here tonight with basically a look at the best of Hulk Hogan. Impact Wrestling presents. Honestly, in my mind, when this was announced, I didn't think that this was going to be that great of a DVD. Yes, I did know that I would own it due to my goal of trying to have all of the TNA Impact DVDs, but I would have waited until the Black November sale and tried to get a cheap price on it. But due to the Hulk Hogan, I guess you can say scandals, maybe, for lack of a better word, that have come out. This DVD has been pulled, and it will no longer be for sale on TNA Shop or Shop TNA, whatever you want to call it. Luckily for me, I was able to call in to Shop TNA, and they were able to sell me a copy that they had in the warehouse. I don't know how many they have. I don't know if they're sitting on thousands of these and just followed in suit with WWE Shop and pulling all of his items down. But definitely Hulk Hogan is a man in the news, and not for very good reason right now. So I feel bad for Hulk, but what Hulk did is very, very bad. And honestly, I believe that he should be in the situation that he is in. But I had to pick up this DVD for my collection. I'm glad that I got it, because I would hate to see this become one of the most rare DVDs of all time, and I didn't have a chance to pick it up. I will tell you that with the best of Hulk Hogan, I'm not expecting a whole lot. Hulk was only in TNA for a very limited time. His body, the way it was, just battered and bruised by the time he signed with them in 2010, just wasn't able to hold up. He tried to wrestle. I remember the documentary that came out that I would really love to get on DVD someday. I remember seeing it online. It was shot by or I don't know if it was shot or directed or written or however it comes apart. It was put together by Eric Bischoff, and I don't even remember what channel it was on, but it was a very good documentary that was put together on Hulk. And I was really surprised that TNA didn't try and release it on DVD with a couple of his early segments that was going down. But then again, I've been very negative on TNA for not releasing as many DVDs as they should. Basically, they should have had lots of best ofs on a lot of wrestlers, Volume 2s and Volume 3s, but just chose to stick with the same old DVDs that they've had and coming out with one-night-only pay-per-views, as well as the real pay-per-views like Slammiversary, Bound for Glory, sticking with things like that, which honestly I don't think sell as well as like a best of Jeff Hardy, a best of Christopher Daniels, a best of Bad Influence, a best of Kaz. Things like that would really sell, especially if you have them at house shows. You have the wrestler there, you can buy the DVD for $20, you can get a picture, get an autograph on the DVD. I think that would move a lot of DVDs faster than Bound for Glory 2014 or something like that. But real fast look at the best of Hulk. Not much to it. No inner sleeve or anything like that. The disc is the same as the cover. Just a picture of Hulk in his Hulkamania t-shirt. And of course, this came out after he had already left. He'd been in WWF for well over a year, maybe even close to 2. He came in there when the network started. I believe it was February 24th. 2014, if I remember. So he's been there for at least a year. But you got a couple pictures of Hulk there. There he is wrestling. I always thought it was funny. There he is wrestling Sting in the main event of Bound for Glory. I believe that was 2011. And he was supposed to be the guy that was, against Impact. And there he is wrestling in an Impact Live t-shirt. It didn't really make a lot of sense. But there's Hogan in the black, probably in his early days making his debut. There's Hulk in the yellow and red, getting all hulked up. A little bit of words there. If you want to press pause, you can read them. A little synopsis of the DVD. And then right down here at the bottom it says DVD includes Hulk Hogan arrives, the historic press conference, Hulk Hogan's debut on Impact Wrestling, Hulk Hogan and Abyss versus Ric Flair and AJ Styles, Lockdown Steel Cage match, Hogan versus Flair, Hulkamania runs wild at Wembley Stadium in London, Hulk forms the Immortal Alliance, Hulk Hogan brawls with Bully Ray and Ace Stanates, Hulk Hogan versus Sting, Bound for Glory 2011, Hulk Hogan, Sting, and James Storm versus Kurt Angle, Bobby Roode, and Bully Ray in a never-before-seen, never-televised bonus match. Plus, you get an interview with Hulk Hogan, Before the Bell, Sting, and Hogan with more bonus material. So this is what's out there. Make sure you look at eBay, Amazon. I know you can buy it from a few overseas TNA shops. If you check eBay, I think you're going to end up paying like $35 shipped for this. So see what you can do. Best of Hulk Hogan from Impact Wrestling.